All right, let's continue the game. Okay, so now we're loaded. So part 2, so I did part 1 of that. I was in chapter 2 in Darkwater, and I got my butt kicked by a girl because I don't know how to fight thing works on this. So, but I have to over something later, so I don't know if this is good or bad. This may be something I might want to play through again when I'm not streaming, but that's kind of fun to learn while you're doing this. So she's loading. It's going to take a few minutes. I normally don't play these types of games, but so far I'm liking it. So I remember playing back in the day. There was a game called Myst, and the problem I had with Myst, they updated it, but it still was like instead of smoothing it, it was like, and they really never updated it to make it the greater game it could have been. So yeah, Myst was kind of cool. It wasn't a horror thing. That was more of a, I don't know what it was, but I didn't like it because it was too slow, and you had the thunk, thunk. Like you look at the stars and it would go thunk, thunk, go thunk, 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 instead of stuff like that. So yeah, but this I kind of like this, but we'll see how this goes. Oh, Jesus, I really need to learn how to spell before I get started. Okay, so. Okay. So, this is kind of neat. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at our journal. Okay. So we have Stephen Webster, a wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area, blah, 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 blah. All right, he's the one who hired you. Oh, here's good. Cat, age 24. Gang boss of a gang of bootleggers which seem to use Darkwater as a hideout. Cat can always keep an eye on her territory, the zone of abandoned warehouse on the docks. An impression that all the men in Darkwater fear her, even Mitchell Dino, the stranded whales we're about to talk about. Darkwater point of departure for her cargo, the whiskey she's slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. that's good. Okay, sanity. So here, veteran appears in the First World War. We took part in Moose Argonne defensive. He was one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion. American units that suffered heavily losses from enemy and Allied artillery fire, forced to hold a position for several days, surrounded by bodies of fallen comrades, food or medical supplies. The soldiers were considered a loss by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized as he consumes pills and liquid growth nightmares. Stable, sanity. You're stable. Your abilities and your cognitive and mind are conduct your investigation by stacking facts, your convictions, your perceptuality, your conclusions are logical and reliable. She ain't nuts yet. Okay. Okay, so we got Hawkins Warehouse, officially unused since Charles Dawkins' death. This warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of the life attest to the fact. Presence of blood-stained bandages, also another probably removed from the wound, as well as kills and some pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested to the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life. Photograph, press cutting, but it is discovered a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley as having one from the Hawkins mansion that allowed all types of lit to etch the link between the contents building and the Hawkins case. And I've got a lighter. That is a freaky ass picture. Huh. Ooh, really? Hmm. Hmm. Ooh. Hmm. Why would you build it up there? That must have been a pain to build. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse to place Dr. Vander reveals some surprises for scientific accuracy as well as some part of the target painting. Interrupted by a search by the officer, Bradley Pierce convinced him to join in the investigation. The police officers willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Okay. Enter Magnus. Still think this will make a good miniseries, or like a. Horse is big, it's spooky. Oof. Okay, same thing here. Officer Bradley, age 37, police officer. This hit cop Likes order and justice. He's not a great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him, but he could help me in my investigation. The Hawkins Mansion Gardens. The Hawkins Mansion is perched on top of the steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the grave of Hawkins' family and only the old heretic. Silas Winchester still roams the bleak blood. To protect it fiercely, still puts out flowers in the graves of the master and take gloomy price. And oh, I didn't look at this. The bar owner hired me didn't the way I closed the case, but when you're already outside the wall, there's a lot one can't do against who's got proof against you. List of the Lost Islands. Darker Islands have been inhabited since the 14th century. We are centuries and still rich many memories lost. Left by its lost tribes, but don't let romance of these moving beliefs as such. Yeah. Sleeping pills, try to get you to sleep, and the medical document. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like the music. Can't say this says. Okay, Silas Winchester, age 64, caretaker of the Hawkins property. This little caretaker of Hawkins family, Silas Winchester, still watches over the family graveyard and the burned out mansion. Devoted to the Charles Hawkins, who he all but raised, he also has a great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and the child Simon. His long months of solitude and the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts father's graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. So I now have a key to the mansion. Okay. Pearson officer brother explored the gardens of blah 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 blah. Hawkins mansion, the family lies in the graveyard of the property guarded by Silas Winchester, the old heritage, so faithful to his employers, keeps watching the place with an axe. Pearson Bradley managed to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building and look for the scene of the fire. Can I play with flames? That's kind of cool. Let's go to the fire scene. Okay. Okay. Since the fire in the Hawkins mansion, the dining room has remained intact. The setting allowed places to be occupied by family members to be determined visibly. Etiquette was respected even in private. Charles Hawkins sat at the head of the table with wife's son on the other side. Knocked over chair could be due to something happening after the fire, could be from the theory. Domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched in certain plates. The meat mysteriously preserved since the season had been subject of dispute between the Hawkins couple. There's something's here. This is really cool. So let's go through the stuff right now. So for Pierce, okay. According to the police report, the lamp was caused accident that destroyed the elevator, placing debris things on the retail different story. Partly burned Susan belonging to Sarah Hawkins. The glass is heavy lights broken, the hands show tin applied. That could have been the town fire or having nothing to do with it. Talking to the police court, the Hawkins drawing room tells a totally different story. Version of the first claim family, version of the fire, beginning with the preserved handprint or those possibly survivor. Bodies of Charles Sarah Hawkins left no mark on the floor, nor did the matter in the drawing room contrary that of the child. Still visible close to the fireplace, same goes to the glass shards on the floor. Close especially revealed the presence of the blood of several of them. On the way, the wolf was very clear, marked by left painting found in Hawkins' warehouse confirmed that Hawkins' case could be more than just a domestic accident. There's got to be something more in here. There's more up here. So we got here so far. Okay. Close inventory. As you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue closing my wives on the behalf of your wife. Last weekend, she terrified my clientele. I know that she meant no harm, but you had to place her in care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me, although I would like to feel like torture, I would advise you to involve the police directly. I intend to involve them. So we got the new clue. Okay, so clue. Knowledge. Okay, so if the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person forming it makes sure that the integrated the elders sign among the glyphs that makes up the ceremonies. Be careful, though, the works that describe the creation of such are not always proven reliable. Extracted from the Malus Mysterium by Abigail G. Okay. Little boy's room, an abandoned book on the bed, disturbing drawings, Simon Hawkins leaving suffering from the welcome mother pretending to be. My My very dear sir, ever since you left to bury yourself away on the lost line, your art has been attracting increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send some new paintings. The last one, somber and strange, even though other paintings have been are selling at premium. Paintings have been are selling at premium. So, moving as no other paintings have been, they are selling at premium. Your percentage of these most recent is attached. Do not forget your friend who is the first most in display to the world. Affectionately yours. Patriots to act as a president of the system. Once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. Hmm.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Because a few of you guys have been asking, I thought I'd share with you guys an update on the iPhone version of the app. Unfortunately, this will not be coming anytime soon. Apple have restricted developers' access so much that live wallpaper apps such as ours cannot function as intended. The live wallpapers and the app are designed to work together to bring the best possible experience to all users who make use of their phone's native wallpaper service. I've been working to bring you guys an iOS version for several months now, and the channel has been growing, chasing every avenue to find solutions, including speaking to several iOS developers. But sadly, there's only been dead end after dead end, with Apple not supporting development for live wallpapers and limiting developer capabilities within their live photo feature. Saying that, I will continue to look into this. I would love to hear from the iOS developers who may have some suggestions. Feel free to contact me directly on Instagram. See you next time on Into the Podcast. Shake your lean support.
Okay. So we found the terms of the Hawkins Mansion. Interesting. Dun dun dun!
Now, if you find school challenging, this will give you lots of hope.
Actually, Pierce officer now trips
More successful than
when the man leaves the sergeant his workshop. This is a true detective and police officer set off. By following the office, Charles Hawkins, a future passion crucial, flooded the mansion.
grades to land a perfect job. We've been brainwashed with that our whole lives. Our parents believe that education is important. So they tell us that we need to excel in our academics in order to get a diploma.
Okay,
And
well,
that diploma is our ticket to
this is
high-paying
it.
jobs.
So,
Simply put, you have to be an
end of broadcast. I will continue probably on Saturday.
However, according to Robert Kiyosaki,